Well, here's what we're looking at. We need to move a lot of stuff for the fourth quarter, and we are going to give out one of those dream houses. Give you an idea how things can fill up quickly. I actually need to load some of this stuff in my car just to kind of get in there. Okay, folks, there you have it. Guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Patdees. Back from vacation, time to get back to work. If I'm a little bit on an angle, I apologize. I'm using the back of the trunk to record the video. Stepped over at storage unit number 2 and got a lot of stuff to move here. So what I wanted to talk about today is the pallet memberships. I want to thank everyone that did support me for September and October. October was a little tricky because I left for Florida for 11 days and I shipped some before I left, and then I got some orders while I was gone, so then when I got back home I shipped some. So I think there's only actually one prize I need to ship out yet that I haven't just thought about it now, but I need to do that. But we're going to be making some changes, and for the better for me. So here's my son, he's pulling up. Hello. What's up? Do you have room to grab a couple things, or?
Yes.
Alright, just give me like 5 minutes. I'm recording a video right now. My son, Big Red, who works over about a mile away from the place. So, you know, when we first started out the pallet memberships, I wanted to offer a silver and gold box, and not really breaking down the numbers as far as how much and stuff like that, but I did very well in September. October wasn't as busy because I really didn't have too many places to go and kind of message or market. So October wasn't as good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go home and I'm going to give you guys the breakdown, really what money you can expect to make if you wanted to try this, if you want to sell mystery boxes, pallet boxes, and stuff like that. So what I've done recently is I'm going on Whatnot, and probably about twice a month, or 2 to 4 times a month, I'll offer some of those items on Whatnot. The problem is Whatnot, honestly, stuff is priced way too cheap. So basically you're really giving it away if you're not established. So I have a lot of decisions to make on going forward in what I want to do, and I'm working on a bigger picture to sell some stuff locally, in the middle of basically putting that stuff together, but not a solid deal yet. So all right, so the next clip you're gonna see is basically the breakdown of the numbers, and then I'll be right back and we'll talk about a little bit more about what we're doing. And guys, thank you for giving me support. If you give me a thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. Bye. All right, folks, back in the office. I want to give you guys a breakdown, and I know some of you might be saying, oh, we don't care about the details of the numbers, but you know, I get messages and emails, are you still doing this, are you still doing that? And really want to show you guys, if you haven't ever done this before, and really what it takes when you're buying pallets. And I took about an hour to put this Excel spreadsheet together and really look at the 2 months, and really was the deciding factor in why we're not doing silver boxes no more, and we're just gonna stick with one size. So let's get into the numbers, and I do appreciate everyone who's at this point watching the video and who has supported me in doing the the mystery boxes and stuff like that. I'm selling some stuff on Whatnot, but even over there, that's a challenge because everybody wants everything almost for free. And I mean, yeah, I'm being a little sarcastic there, but you really you can't be selling $50 items for $5. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So, to give a good deal to people and stuff like that, but over at Whatnot, and I guess too that sometimes we got to get this mentality out that a person like me who's doing this ain't always selling to a reseller. I'm looking for the end customer that will appreciate it, gift it, do whatever they want. Now, obviously, if they want to resell, it's up to them. But obviously, the more middle men or people that are involved in it, there's not going to be money to make because a lot of it's lost, due to shipping and stuff like that. So, let's get into the pallet membership breakdowns. And in September was the first month that we launched, and we launched $50. And yeah, let me put that here. I didn't even put that in there. $50. It was a $50 silver, and it was a $100 gold box. So let me downsize that a little bit. All right, so that's what it was, just for clarity for people who didn't buy. And the idea that I had was, I was started buying these liquidation pallets of mostly shelf pulls. Anything that I was putting in the box wasn't returns because returns have their own issue. Returns, obviously, not many items get returned that aren't open. The stuff that I'm buying, I've only bought a couple return pallets, and a lot of times 1/3 of this stuff is broke or no good or missing something. There is a market for it, but I haven't bought enough yet to make any money doing it in that sense. So in September, I had the opportunity. I did the video and I sold about 10. And then I went on T Auctions for You, and one time I went on, I think I sold like 8. And then the next time I went on, when Schreiker was on with her, I sold I think 12 that night, and people bought or invoiced, and so I sold about 20 between those two shows. So that month I sold a total of 31 boxes, 15 silver, 16 gold. So that was 31, 2,350. In October, for two reasons. I knew that what was happening with the silver, I was really losing money because the shipping was costing me anywhere from $15 to $30, with the average around $20. And because of me traveling with my family and going out of state, Florida, going to be gone for 11 days, I wanted to just do gold was a challenge for September because it was a lot of items to pick, and I'll get into that, and having to basically go and get one more pallet. So in October, I only offered a $75 box, and I sold 8 of those. 4 sold when I was on vacation, non-viewer video. At first I thought it was a scam, honestly, and I waited, and she actually emailed me her information and to prove who she was, because her Facebook name wasn't matching her PayPal name, and it was totally different. But she confirmed who she was, and she knew that she was waiting. She actually bought it the second or third day I was in Florida, so she knew she was waiting 10 days, and everything was fine with PayPal. So, and I had 3 viewers just didn't really pay attention and thought I was doing the silver box, and sent me $50. With one of them, though, I was okay because they didn't want toys or nothing. So the toys is what's the most expensive thing in the box on average. So I didn't have the opportunity to go anywhere on anyone else's channel and for 5 minutes, 10 minutes at all, and promote my box. And I stopped at T's. I was down there, talked about a little bit about it, but I actually sold some stuff when I was down there in South Carolina, and sold like $200 worth of stuff that I took in the car, and that helped because gas, honestly, back and forth was $400. So I was appreciative of even being able to sell those 4 lots and make a little bit of money to help offset the gas. So, anyways, with that being said, the monthly breakdown was $3,100, and the pallets I purchased to make the 42 shipments was 6 pallets, and I broke it down, and I bought way more than 6 pallets, just to be clear, because somebody could think, oh, you bought 6 pallets. Who's to say? When I'm telling you, I bought 25 pallets, in all honesty, but there were certain pallets that I allocated. Now there was parts of stuff I had to throw away, or that was no good, or something like that, but there was basically approximately 4 pallets that everything on those 4 pallets went towards these boxes. The other 2, there was some things on there that I still have a couple leftovers from, a little bit of clothing, a couple duplicates of toys or something like that. But, pretty much that was the breakdown. So cost-wise, $1,272.70 on $3,100 is really not too bad. When you break it down, and that's math is about right. That's 30 about 30%. So because basically when you're buying pallets, you're buying stuff at 70% off of what you would pay at Target or Walmart. The problem is obviously where you get in trouble, is lose the profitability is the shipping. The shipping is what kills it. And what I did is I went out also and bought what I call guarantees. There were several toys. There was pots. There was everybody for the most part should have gotten a pot, like 2 toys and something else. I don't know, but I was able to pick them up on $7 average. So that cost me at 31 boxes, and that was only the September box that I did that. But those were $7 average with the taxes and fees that liquidity.com charges, and that cost me. I wanted to guarantee that basically what happened was every silver or gold box, the retail value of those 4 items was $100, $85 to $100 approximately. Like the pot was, if you look that up, that was a $25 pot. Now, someone go, oh, they sell for $18.99 now. I love when I get that sometimes. I'm saying overall, when you Google it, look at Walmart, look at overall, and the number that I'm using is overall average. You can't put, well, one time somebody on eBay sold one for $12. You got to go by what the average is, and I can tell you what I paid for it. A $7 average. So I mean, again, that's about a 30%. That's a 70% off, and that was good. So I put those in to guarantee. So the shipping breakdown for September was $878 for the 31 packages, and this does not include. I mean, I didn't even, when you think about it, I'm not even including the labels or the boxes. Luckily for me, I bought a whole lot of boxes and able to get some free boxes for the silver. And in October, and obviously you could see it was a big drop. It went from $2,350 to $750. So that was $1,600 drop for September to October. Even though, and what I did is I basically almost doubled the size of the silver, but less than the gold. Gold was tough. That was a lot of items for that, So, and I've already talked about this, at the storage unit a little bit, and I'm just giving you black and white on paper, Excel, and so it was 1,088 right there for the shipping, and that included the giveaways. There was 3 or 4 items, and I actually got one still to ship out for October, and I've emailed that person, and frankly, I might just offer a gift card because it's cheaper than what it's costing to ship. And now here's cost, and U-Haul for roughly those that was 2 or 3 trips. But again, keep in mind I had 25 the U-Haul, I mean, I spent more than $400. I spent about $1,700 on U-Haul in the past 2 months, but I'm figuring that because the one time I went and picked up 4 pallets, and there was another time 2 pallets, and roughly it was $320 to rent and about another $120. So I just used the figure of $400 for the U-Haul, and 2 months worth of storage is $550. But I'm not going to even, yeah, those are costs associated. I mean, you could clearly see that basically 1,200, let's say 1,300, 2,170. We're at about $3,300. So we did 3,100, and it cost me with the pallets to buy, let's just say almost 13, 11, 2,400, and then the guarantees another 8, so roughly 2,275. I'm sorry, 13, 23, 30. Let's let's give accurate math. I'm doing the math so quick in my head there that 127 2.7 plus, I know it's like 3,200, 868, and then 1,088. Yeah, 3228. So there you go. So 32, 30, 3220, 3228.70. Let's highlight that. And so format cells, currency. All right, so 3228.70 when I did 31. So without even including U-Haul or storage. Now, some notes. 700 items. It took 700 items to make the first 31 boxes. That's how many. That was approximately 4 pallets worth of stuff. Now, with that being said, was there stuff left over from these 6 pallets? Yeah, there was. So it took 4 solid pallets of wiping everything out for sure. But there was approximately about 4 boxes. So realistically, there's probably $300 or $400 worth of stuff. So honestly, if we deducted that back out, that would bring this cost down to 20. But again, we're not factoring in U-Haul or storage. Storage I'm going to need anyways because I have my own other pallets. But at the end of the day, I mean, I needed more storage because I bought more pallets to get the diversity. And I already purchased, and that's not factored in here, I already purchased pallets to do the November boxes. And I purchased the Barbie Dream House that I'm going to give away as long as we meet the criteria, of what we're talking about. So roughly, I estimate. I mean, honestly, I probably made $300 or $400. That's about what I make. If in other words, if we factor back in that I have that $300 or $400 worth of. But that's not guaranteed because again, and that has been a little bit of the problem. Realistically, when we go to pick up these pallets, and I said it on my, and let me pull up my website, the traveling picker. I'm gonna pull it up over here. I didn't get no complaints, but I did get a couple comments that probably from like 3 people. Now I did get some. Rachel. There was several people that said, "Wow, they love it." Especially for $75. There was a lot of stuff, and if you sat down and calculated it out, and even Junebug. Everything that she listed, she said in her first boxes, if it sold at the price, it was $350. So we're going to go over and you know, I think it's important to talk about it. So let me bring the website up. And so we are going to do, you know, again, we are doing one size box going forward. Silver is absolutely eliminated. Because really, when you look at the math and this simple terms, basically the money that we made on gold canceled the money that we lost on silver. So for the first month, we basically didn't make nothing. I mean, I had estimated I made, I don't know. Like I said, I thought I made around $300, $400, but man, when I worked the numbers, I'm like, nah, it was pretty much a wash. Because man, shipping to like Texas and shipping to Vegas, shipping to California, there was one box I shipped out, $100 box, cost me $56, and you know, simple math in that first gold box when we did, you know, 25 items, you know, that's $4 a piece. If the guarantees were costing me $7 a piece, right there, so I mean, I was already, even without shipping at $4, it's very hard to buy anything. Even there was a couple people that, oh, they didn't want clothes. You know, I was showing, and this is how I presented the box, and I wanted to make sure our rules, how it works. And this is a little detailed information, because this is pretty much, if this doesn't work doing this, that, you know, I'm not going back to doing a silver box or nothing like that, but this is, you know, fourth quarter's here, and we're going to charge a $10 flat shipping. So this is, but what we're going to do is if we can do 21 boxes, we're going to give away one of these dream houses. Look these up. This is the Barbie dream house on Amazon. This is like $225. To ship this item is about 40 or 50 bucks. And even the cheapest on eBay is around 175. But it's 175 to 225 bucks. That's how much this item is. If we can do 21, and we're not gonna do a November and December, and that's because honestly I'm participating in something with Jeebus's where I've already bought pallets and we're gonna be donating toys. So I've already spent $400, and that's not including for me to get down there, and I'm going to give toys, trying to, you know, do the right thing and give back, and so it's going to be a November/December. So I'm going to be tied up 2 times with them and the holidays, and I want to make sure that everybody gets their box. And so if they're buying stuff for me that, you know, oh, Pat, we were going to give these as gifts, everybody's getting it in time. So the box window ship time will be November 21st to December 10th. So even if somebody orders November 25th, that's fine. In other words, I'm going to spread them out through those, that basically 2-week period there, but pretty much the cutoff is going to be the 10th. And it's one size box, $100 plus $10 shipping. And if you know, obviously one box is one entry. 2, and there's a link here for 2, and I try not to have duplication of things. I really do, but sometimes it's going to happen because, you know, in other words, if I buy, you know, 60 Barbies and you buy 2 of these boxes, you know, because this is just the link to get 2, you're most likely going to get 2 Barbies. Are you going to get 2 of everything? No, I tried to break it up, but with that being said, we cannot make boxes that where you say, well, give me strictly all toys. There's no way, because at my cost at $7 to $10 a toy, toys are expensive right now. I mean, toys. I mean, it's just crazy. Here's all the rules to read. I don't want to go through all this to read on thetravelingpicker.com, and there's a link in there. We don't get your credit card information. You just click on buy it now. And it goes, you will get 15 to 18 items. So even doing the math, you got to factor in for $100 box, it's going to cost me on average $25, $30 to ship. Okay, now I'm getting $10, so that's going to help. So even at 80, let's just say my hope honestly is to make $20 off a box, you know, honestly, off a $100 box. Is that a lot of money? No, But I have a lot of stuff. And the reason I wanted to do this because is when I got 150 Barbies, I didn't need 150 Barbies. If I sold 30 of them at cost or $1 or $2 profit to you guys, that I would still, do okay. So as long as we do 21, and I have to update a little bit of this information. I have gone through and taken out a lot of the wording that pertained for the first 2 months. So I'm going to. This talks about but one thing is, when I say sell 21, what I'm doing is I'm counting. I'm doing my own auctions. So even if it's not directly bought from the website, I did do an auction with Schreiker and my first one. So I sold 3 or 4 boxes already, and that's counting. Like Betty Webb bought 2. So at the end of the day, I think I only need to sell 16 or 17 more to hit that 21 level. And the 21 level, honestly, is just like blackjack, you win. But for me, it's also to help just cover the cost of shipping. And really what I got in, not that I'm making money on selling the Barbie Dream House, because I'm not, is to just offset the cost of buying the prize, and at the end of the day, give something back to a viewer. I mean, so really for that $10 extra, that's, I think, a good fair deal. So examples of the stuff that we are finding: jackets, sheet sets, pajamas, tools, toys, games, underwear, socks, jeans, shirts, shampoo, curtains, pants. When we were making the boxes, I would say if you got 20 items, 4 or 5 items were clothes, because that's what we're getting. But it's all brand new stuff. Is it hard to build a perfect box? Well, no, because you're not picking the box. You're not cherry picking it also to the point where you can, claim everything, the way that you want it. I sometimes may get, for example, 50 pairs of shoes that are all 8s and 9s, and you'll say, "Oh, Pat, I need a 10 or a 7." I don't know, Again, they're not meant to be necessarily a reselling box, and they're more meant to be a mystery box, just like I buy. I remember when I bought a pallet, and I'm like, oh, like they're all Easter items, and I was like, if I had the choice, I wish I would have had 10 different Easter items, but I didn't. And sometimes, like, I bought a pallet already that was 400 dresses. They're cute dresses. Am I selling some of the dresses? Yeah, but it's gonna take some time to sell 400 dresses. They're nice, and again at the price, and and the tags are on the stuff. So if you're getting an item, and sometimes what happens is I to help offset some of the shipping, even if a person doesn't sell clothing, a lot of times you're throwing in $25-30 worth of clothing in there, and you sell those things that you don't want, or you give them away, and that helps recoup some of that. So, but I wanted to give you the breakdown. I hope you'll still support what I'm doing, and it's not easy. And I mean, here's even something I'm doing: 40 new clothes deal, $100 plus $10 shipping. You get 2 pair of men. I'm leaving this up for the whole month of November. 2 pairs of men's new with tags Levi's. They're 36 by 30. 2 Target bras and 2 of the purple roses. So you're getting the 6 guarantees and 34 mixed clothes with tags. I do the math. I mean, that 40. That's $2.50. $2.50. Where are you going to get I mean, honestly, between the bras and the Levi's, the Levi's are $25 a unit. That's $50. The bras are like 20. There's $90 in the so really in the 6 items is worth $100. So everything else in a sense is free. And the lady that bought from me while I was on vacation sent me a nice message and opened the box, and they're selling stuff. So I was happy to hear that message. But I believe if you make mistakes from a business standpoint, and you realize that, hey, you're losing your money or losing your shirt, and you got to correct things quickly. You can't let it drag on. You can't let it. You got to nip it in the butt. And a lot of things I get, honestly, I need to sell even at a local level. There's things that I'm selling online, and I'm hoping over time as I do this,
even the boxes will get better because what I find is that a lot of stuff that I buy, you're buying after the season. So in other words, I'm getting some. No one's gotten, I think, bathing suits yet, or or shorts, and I could see myself probably in February or March getting winter jackets or winter pants, where some of that stuff you're going to have to sit on for 6 months, but storage fees will kill me in doing that. So I'm working on something locally, and really trying to get I wouldn't say organized, but trying to really throw this together that I can. The key to a lot of, honestly, pallet buying is actually selling local and flipping. Now, luckily for me, I'm close by, so my U-Haul and store running fees is a lot lower than some. I mean, there's some that they're traveling 4 hours, 10 hours away. I've talked to a lot of people that are buying storage units, and there are 2 or 3 places within about 30 or 40 miles of me that sell a lot of stuff locally. So that helps them because there is no shipping, there is no PayPal fees, there is no eBay fees, and they're able to sell the stuff at what I do, but don't have to absorb those costs. So, sorry if I was a little long-winded here. I do appreciate everyone that has supported me personally, and I really started. I'm doing like 2 auctions a month on my channel. Never thought I would really do auctions on my channel, but I have so much stuff, and I need to. I don't need all of it. I don't need 400 dresses. So sometimes I need to move some stuff. I'm hoping for some guests in the future. I'm doing whatnot. That's frustrating over there too. Because sometimes people show up and they just want to hang out and don't even want to bid, and they expect you to give stuff basically for free, and then you. So I guess this is just part of being a reseller and doing business. So, all right, well, I got to get back to work over in the unit, and guys, thanks again, and have a good day. Okay, might be a little bit dark. Is it dark, Big Red? No. But as you can see, I could start to really see the back of the wall. Part of the problem is with traveling to Florida and raining those, if you saw that one video, it was really raining. So a lot of stuff was kind of quickly thrown in and not stacked. And because I sold less boxes in October, some of the 2 or 3 pallets that I bought that had the mixed stuff, some of that got buried with whole cases of stuff. So what I did is I dug out 3 or 4 boxes of assorted stuff that I'm taking home with me today, so that I can start kind of preparing the November, December boxes. So as you saw, and when I walked through and you saw me go home and walk through, the profitability of doing this, and it's tough. It's not as easy. And so that's why going forward, we are only going to offer 1 size box. It's $100. Still a great deal. You're getting 15 to 18 items. It's $10 flat fee shipping. And if we sell 21 a month, we'll give away a $100 to $200 prize. Our plan is to give away the prize, one of the dream houses, castles, whatever you call it. And but I'll show you a little bit of the stuff after I leave here in the couple boxes that I'm taking home. And it's an assortment of stuff exactly like I get. Sometimes I have people say, "Oh, can you give me 15 toys?" There's no way. I can't give. There wouldn't be enough. And honestly, if I was going to do that, I'd have to actually charge a lot more, and I'd actually just go and buy toy pallets. And I can tell you right now, going into the 4th quarter, toy pallets are going for $500 to $800 easily. I saw a couple pallets go for less. And it's funny because when I looked at the picture, it's like at the liquidation, they used to get like a pile this high of something. Now they've gotten smart. I think they're breaking them down to 2 pallets just so they can get more money. And competition is fierce for buying pallets. As we talk about this more and more, people obviously want to buy their own pallets, and the people that really make money doing this are the people that can sell locally and avoid shipping and avoid fees, avoid selling on platforms and stuff like that. So, all right, then I have to put a couple boxes back in here.
I just said to my son, Big Red, I'm bidding on some pallets right now, but I just don't want to overpay, and don't want to buy more than what I need to go with. We're in the middle of doing a couple things. We're doing something for Christmas. We're offering the November, December boxes. I'm buying stuff that I'm listing myself on eBay, and we're looking in the future to sort of get everything under one roof and just make it a lot easier. So appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. Towards the end here, again, I'll just go through a couple boxes, but I do got to get back to work, and thanks again, guys. Oh, damn. I was just gonna open the door and it won't open, and the spring snapped in half on the damn garage door. So I was gonna open up the garage door to bring that stuff in so I could show you, and I just looked that up. Not cheap. Not too expensive to buy, but not cheap to install. So I mean, and you can't screw with the springs because they're dangerous. All right, well, I have to go outside and show you guys. So these are 3 of the boxes. Now, typically, I like these boxes because these are the boxes I sort of look for my pallets. Can't get in the garage. So we've been out here actually trying to clean up the driveway to clear it so when we get snow, there's nothing in the way. But this is 3 of the boxes. I think most of the time you get about 6 of these boxes on a pallet, and they're usually from each department. So let's real quick. I don't have my chest mount on for the, but let's real quick see. Oh, we got a folding chair, which obviously that's not going to go in a bunch of different things. Oh, toys. What are these? Barbie Chelsea doll. 6 Barbie. They're little mini ones, but still, there's 6 in a box in there. So those chairs, that'd be something I'd have to sell locally. Oh, here's a box of toys. Frozen, different toys in there. Spiders. Okay. Box of clothes, which I know sometimes a lot of people thumb their nose at clothes, but yeah, eBay is one of the largest categories of things that sell. And what I like about them, what's that? Shoes, some sort of body wash, coconut and vanilla body wash. What I like about it is it's easy to ship, and for the most part, it's usually within $1. So if I ship to Pennsylvania, for example, it might be $5 for a pair of pants or a shirt. That's around 14 ounces. California, a lot of times it's only $1, $1.50, where you start getting into like 10-pound items. Man, it could be $12 to ship in Pennsylvania, but $35 to ship to California. So these were 2 other boxes. I wonder if this Washington Commanders. Oh, Washington Commanders slides cup. So wow, this must have been a Target at down there. Formerly obviously the Washington Redskins magnet. And maybe I'll put that stuff myself up on eBay. If I send it to somebody in a mystery box, they're gonna be, I don't like the Commanders, I don't like football. Fit and fresh sandwich container. It's just the bag, feels like the sandwich container is missing. So all right, I mean, obviously I didn't dig all these out. I got this issue with the garage door, but guys, if you are interested in the boxes, you do get 15 to 18 assorted things, and typically the value of the 15 or 18 things is around $175 to $300. $175 on the low end, that's full. Typically, basically, the boxes that I make up, you can pretty much
you're pretty much getting 50% of retail. That's pretty much what you're getting off if you add everything up. So, you know, and I do and I want to end it with that too is, you know, I make these boxes up, and I don't necessarily make them up to be reselling boxes. You know, obviously you're free to do whatever you want with them, but, you know, I'm trying to look for customers that think they're great gift boxes for the price, stuff that they can use for their own purpose, stuff that they can gift out, and, you know, again, a good assortment of stuff. Now, that's always hard because, obviously, because being a mystery, you could get it where, I mean, it's possible. You could get it where there's not a darn thing you could use in that box, because if you don't have kids, if you don't have a dog, so if, you know, if we send a dog toy or the clothing aren't your size, I get that. They are $100, and that's the size we're going to stick with. And if we sell 21, now what we're doing is we did sell 2 or 3 on one of my live auctions, so we're already into it by like 3 or 4 entries. So and then we do it, the entry on we'll show who the winner is and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, thank you. I do appreciate your time. My name is Patdees, and hey, if you haven't already done it, click the bell button, click the like button, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Good day.